Yeah, cool. That's great. MashaAllah. I think my riddles are very easy this time. Okay, the last one. What starts with T, ends with T, and is full of tea?
Teapot.
A teapot. Excellent. Oh, I can get some challenging next time. Okay, so let's get started. Allow me to ask you first. What's Oracy scale? What's Oracy scale? If anyone knows what is Oracy scale, just raise your hand. What's Oracy scale? Okay, Miss Asma Saeed and Miss Rodina. Okay, let me go to Miss Rodina. Yes, Miss Rodina, go ahead.
Oracy's goal is to encourage students to speak and express their minds, express and give them a subject and make them discuss it and respect others' ideas.
That's very nice. So we can say, in other words, Oracy skill or Oracy is it is a way to communicate effectively with people. This is a way to communicate effectively with people around me, to listen, to present, to express myself. So what are the skills I need for Oracy skills, the sub skills for Oracy? What do you think? In order to communicate effectively, what do I need? What are the sub skills I need? What are the sub skills I need? What do you think?
Subject rules.
Write in the chat box, please. Yeah, speaking, presentation skills, listening and speaking. Okay, writing. Do I need writing for Oracy? Listening. Eye contact. That's right, yeah, Miss Asma. Great. What else? Correct grammar, gestures. Great. Body language. Emotional intelligence. That's amazing. That's right. Okay. So let's move on. To master the Oracy skills, the skills needed for this, they are, let's count them. They are 4 skills. The first one, physical. The second, linguistic. The third, cognitive. And the last one is social and emotional. Again, physical. What do you think physical? What are the physical skills I need? Physical skills I need in order to master the Oracy skill. What do you think, ladies? Body language, eye contact, exactly. That's very nice. Body language, facial expressions. Yeah, gestures. Okay. Okay, so let's go and check them. The body language. When you're talking, presenting something, you need body language. Body language makes it easy. Even if you notice when you are teaching young learners, sometimes it's very hard to get them understand what you say. So we make it easy by using our body language and our facial expressions, okay? Also, you need to look at the people you're talking to or you're presenting to. Eye contact. Yeah, eye contact. Okay. The next one, your voice tone. Your voice tone. Exactly, Miss Emil. Yeah, we're talking about voice tone when you're talking about the body language, the facial expressions, and so on. Total physical response. Are they responding? We're not talking about them now. We're talking about myself. And also the voice projection, when to make it loud, when to make it a little bit, lower, and the facial expressions, also the pace of your speech. Okay, dokie. So what about physical skills? We need the body language, the eye contact, your voice tone, and also your voice projection and the facial expressions, and also the pacing of your speech. What's next? We still have the next one is okay. Also, guys, don't forget we have clarity and fluency, and it has something to do with your voice. Your voice should be clear, and you should be fluent. Okay. So the next one, the second skill is the linguistic skills. What do we need? We have the first one here, vocabulary. What else? vocabulary. What else? Write in the chat box. Yeah, we're gonna talk about total physical response at the end. If you have any questions, save them till the end. Grammar. Excellent. Yeah. What else? Huh? That's it. Vocabulary and grammar only? Huh? What else? What do you think? Pronunciation. Okay. And also metaphors. We can use metaphors. Huh? What else? We can use irony when we are talking. And what else? Register. What is register? Yeah, vocabulary. Idioms goes to the vocabulary thing. Okay, it's the lexical set you're using. Register, it means, am I talking formally or informal? Formal or informal? Okay. What kind of language? Is it academic? Is it friendly? And so on. Okay, dokie. That's what I mean by register. Okay. So let's move on. The next one, the keywords. What are the keywords I'm gonna use? What are the keywords I am gonna stress on when I am presenting, when I am giving my speech? Okay, and let's move. What is the coming one? Which one is it? So we said physical, linguistic, and physical, linguistic, and write in the chat box. Physical, emotional, social, and emotional. Okay, I think the first one goes to the social. Yes, exactly. Social and emotional. Talking with confidence. What else? I need to know my audience. I need to know my audience, okay? I know who am I talking to? What are their interests? So if you know your audience, then you can organize your speech very well. With what you're gonna start, what comes next, and so on. Okay, and also active listening. You need to be a good listener, active listener. How can I do that? Vocabulary, cognition, cognitive. This is with the cognitive, the linguistic part. Yes, Shima. Okay, active listening. And the last one, which is we talked about body language. The second one is linguistic. The third one is social and emotional. And number 4 is something to do with the ideas, something to do with the thoughts. It's the cognitive
critical
part.
thinking.
Cognitive part, yes, critical thinking. But not here. I'm talking about the cognitive part or skill as a whole, not only the communication and the critical thinking. Everything. We're talking about everything. The 5 C's. Okay. So cognitive, like what? The choice of the content. What is the content I'm gonna use? What am I presenting? Okay, what am I presenting? The next one, how can I organize my speech? How is my speech organized? I'm gonna start with and the next one I that, and so on. Okay, and the next one, give reasons. When you are telling them your opinion, or maybe you're stating something, you need to give reasons. And what else? Also clarifying. You need to clarify your ideas. And clarify your ideas, and you choose your content. You organize your speech. You clarify your ideas, and you give your reasons. And you need to decide the interaction. Good knowledge of the topic. That's right. Okay. Now, how to implement Oracy in our class? Type in the chat box, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen. So if we in case we have any gentlemen, how can we implement Oracy in the classroom? Okay, you can type in the chat box or raise your hand if you want to participate. Very much, Mr. Muhammad. Ask about opinions. Great, Ms. Asma. What else? Ask questions about certain topic. Great. Ladies, write in the chat box. Don't sleep. Brainstorming. Yeah. What else? Still about peer work, maybe. Discussions. Excellent. Yes, Heba. That's right. Discussion. In grammar, we're talking about oracy here. Grammar is a part of the skills we need, but it's not everything. What else, ladies? Come on. Develop students' writing skills. We're not talking about writing. The oracy skill, it's oral, speaking, put rules. Why do you think they invented oracy skill? Games, okay. Why do you think? Yeah, to encourage students to talk about their ideas. Great. Role playing, encourage students to speak. Okay. Why in the young learners, the course books? Interaction, video, improve speaking skill. Great, Miss Mary, that's right. The oracy skill, it was invented, or it was, they gave it a name because it's very essential. Why is it essential? Because it helps students to present. It helps them to master the language. It helps them to express themselves freely using the language. Like, can oracy skill be taught? Can we teach it? Can we teach it? Yes. Okay, Miss Rudaina, can you please unmute yourself and tell me how can you teach it? We said that we have 4 skills. 4 skills for the oracy one. We said we have physical, cognitive, linguistic, and social and emotional. They talk about themselves. That's right, Miss Iman. It is a part of the IGCSE curriculum. That's right, Mr. Abdelaziz. The first time I've heard about oracy, it was a presentation for Cambridge book. Okay, we have a presentator from Cambridge Press, and he was presenting a book, and he talked about oracy. And I actually, let me say, I fell in love with oracy because simply it helped you as a teacher. How does it help you? If you are a good teacher and you can teach the skills of oracy, you can get your students to stand up in the class and they can start talking. They start talking, even if they are saying only one sentence, starting from the kindergarten. If you can do this, if they can reflect on everything they have learned in a whole unit, and they can have production, this production can be a presentation or just standing in front of his friends and telling them about, and telling all of his colleagues about himself, you are a successful teacher. If your students can speak fluently, if your students are able to express themselves, you are a good teacher. And that's why I fell in love with oracy. I love it. This is how, of course, يا مس شيماء يعني على راسي والله. Okay. That's why oracy is essential. Oracy is very important in the young learners class because it helps you to achieve acquiring. Do you know the language acquisition? Language, they get to know the language. They get to use the language because the language is for real life. So let me give you an example. Let me say that we are teaching them in a unit. The topic is myself. Okay, the topic is myself. And they learn to say their names, to ask people about their name, to say about their age, to express their favorite colors, or maybe the unit is talking about the daily routines. So how can I implement oracy here? Okay, of course, they got exposed to the language. What the meaning of got exposed to the language? Through the unit, you have listening parts, right? You have listening parts, you have reading, you have grammar and vocab. So I am enhancing all the skills for oracy. I am giving them the vocabulary they need. They learned the grammatical structure. What else? Through the videos or through the conversation, they learned the tone of the voice variation, right? Right? They can learn that, and I can teach them that. And as a teacher, it is your responsibility to do what? It's your responsibility to make them or grab their attention or to make them aware of these skills. How to stand in order to present in front of everyone, how to use your voice tone, how to use their facial expression. At the very beginning, you are a model. Exactly, Mr. Abdulaziz. You are a model. Not only the reading and the listening exposure, no. Even you, yourself, you are a model. You're giving them a model of how to stand in front of people and start expressing yourself. You can teach them that. Okay, so let's go. Speaking part to use the target language. Exactly, Miss Wafa. But here, in every lesson, actually, let me tell you this. In every lesson, if you're teaching young learners, in every single lesson, you have to have a speaking part. Even if it's a writing session, yes. You need to spare like 2 minutes for speaking every time. Why? It motivates your students. It gives them the chance to start expressing themselves. Okay? Giving them a chance to speak or making speaking as a routine, it helps them to be confident, and you will addict speaking. Because simply you are encouraging them all the time. You're motivating them. Okay? This is how they learn. Okay, so let's go to how to implement Oracy in our classes. The first one, group working. They can start working in groups and they collaborate together to maybe to make a presentation, maybe to they have a project to do. Okay, so what happens here? What happens if they are working in groups? It is not presenting in front of people, I know, but they can speak. Do you remember when I said Oracy is to communicate effectively? If we are working in group and we are a team, so we need to listen to each other. We need to communicate with each other in a good way that makes us achieve our goal, which is maybe doing a project or making an exercise or in a presentation, right? Yeah, the meaning of Oracy is how to communicate effectively, the ability to communicate effectively. Let's go to the next one. Presentation on a specific subject. You can ask them to make a presentation. You finish a unit, and at the end you have a project. Maybe the project they make maybe a poster, or they make the family tree, and you get them to stand in front of the class and start presenting to their friends. Ask for their opinions. Maybe you have finished the story or you have finished the reading text. You can ask your students about their opinions. It does help. Okay, and the next one, which is performing a task, performance in a task. Maybe they perform something like a role play or something like that. Okay, let me tell you one of the techniques I use in the classroom management, which helps you, and it encourages your student to speak, and it encourages them to have the Oracy skill. Class, 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 they say, huh? They say, yes, that's right, okay. Class, 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 they say, yes, yes, yes. Mirrors, please. What's the meaning of mirrors? The mirrors here, I am telling them, when I say mirrors, please, you do as I do. You do as I do. So they copy my actions and they copy my language. Okay. Good morning. They say good morning. Okay. Maybe I'm presenting punctuation. I do like this. Okay. How can we write the capital T? Elephant is big. And they copy me because we have opened the mirror. Do you remember the mirror? They do the same type. Now it's their turn. It's a writing session. They started writing some sentences or simple sentences about the elephant. Now it's time. Who wants to be the teacher? And one of them comes to the front of the class, and he does like this. Class, class, class. And we say, yes, yes, yes. He starts doing, mirrors, please. We open the mirrors, and he starts doing what I did, but using his own sentences. I am encouraging them to learn about punctuation, to have the confidence to speak and present, and at the same time, I gave them a model of my voice tone variation, right? And they're using the language. Can't we count this as Oracy? They have confidence, which is the social and emotional part. Cognitive, they wrote the sentences about themselves. Okay. And the second, what about the body language? He's using his body language to give his message. Okay. So I covered the 4 skills. So it's easy. Yes, yeah, Miss Nada. What is the hot seat strategy? Could you elaborate, please? Huh. What is it? Unmute yourself, yeah, Miss Nada. You can do that. Guys, if you have something to share with your friends, it's okay. We're here to learn from each other. I'm not the only source of the knowledge here. And you know that as a teacher, you are never the only source of the knowledge. Your students might be. They can be, actually, not might only. They can be. Okay. Okay, yeah, Miss Nada, never mind. Okay, ladies, let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you this question. Can we use the homework as to implement the Oracy skills? Can we do that? Who can tell me? Can we use homework for implementing Oracy skills? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. How can we do that, Miss Iman?
After doing homework, everyone talk about what he did.
Exactly. So implementing Oracy at home, exactly. Make a video, record the video, record an audio, make a presentation, record reading out loud at home. It helps. Also, sharing with your family, and so on. Fine. Tell me, ladies, why Oracy? We learned about Oracy. Why Oracy? Why Oracy skill?
It makes the students the
Okay, raise
center
a
of the
hand. Raise a
educational.
hand. Yeah, raise a hand if you want to participate, please, so I can unmute
Okay.
you only. Okay, yeah, Mr. Udaina.
I think not just prepare, not just make them or improve their presentation skills. It prepares them for the whole world to be independent and able to express themselves, not just as students. It prepares them for the whole world.
Exactly, we're preparing them for the real life. It's not only the subject matter. We're preparing them to use the language, because the language is a living creature, by the way. I do believe so. So the language, it is not only about solving the exams, having quizzes, and so on. Okay. Yes, yeah, Miss Ilham, you want to add something? Yes, Miss Ilham.
I want to say the parents is the center of the educational process. So we learn as a student to be independent, to work on his skills, to improve his skills, and make a better learner in the future.
Okay.
To be independently work.
Okay, that's very nice. Okay, so Oracy skill is essential for the young learners in class, and even if they are not young learners, it helps them, it encourages them and motivates them to use the language effectively. And this is the essence of teaching a language, right? Okay, ladies, don't go anywhere. We still have a quiz. Are you ready to get a quiz? A quiz. Let's do this. There we go. I'm gonna send you the link. I will send it to the Zoom chat box right now. Yes. Go ahead, ladies. No, for everyone. Okay, here we go. Join, and because I'm gonna start playing. Go ahead. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. Yes, everyone join. It's a very nice one. It's gonna help you maintain all the information you got with me. Right. Amazing. Hey, join. Yes. Good. MashaAllah. Let's start, ladies. I wish the dashboard doesn't explode. Okay, go ahead, ladies. Starting now. Yes, mute it. Okay, this quiz, it covers most of the points we had in this session. Okay, ladies. So if you're not participating, yeah, I'm gonna send it again. Here it is. Join, please. The quiz is about the Oracy scale. Carry on, carry on. Because the first and the second, they will have a present. يا ما شاء الله. Miss Dina, ما شاء الله. Miss Dina Iraqi. And Miss Emil. Carry on, carry on, carry on. You're doing a great job. Okay. Yeah, Miss Nahid, we talked about Oracy skill, and now they are doing the quiz for Oracy skill. That's it. That's what we do. That's what we are doing right now. So let me go back to the quiz and let's check. Okay. Okay. Miss Dina still the first? Okay, Miss Emil the second. Okay, ladies, carry on, please. You can do it. Okay, so I will end the quiz right now. A lot of great marks there. Yeah, Miss Amina. She's coming so fast. People are still joining. Okay. I will end it now. And let me say, the first two, they will have a present, okay? The first two people on the leadership, on the leaderboard, they will have presents. Let's check. Who are they? We have Amal and Dina Iraqi. Miss Amal and Dina Iraqi. Okay. Yeah, I have Miss Amal and Miss Dina Iraqi. Please contact me via Facebook Messenger. Okay. So guys, today in this session, what we learned together is, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Okay. We learned about Oracy scale. What is Oracy scale? And we said Oracy scale is, right in the chat box. Oracy scale is the ability to communicate effectively. And we talked that, we have learned that we need 4 sub-skills. They are the physical sub-skills, linguistic, cognitive, and also social and emotional. The physical, it has something to do with the body parts, eye contact, voice tone, voice projection, facial expressions, the pace of your speech, and also the clarity. Okay, and the next one, linguistic, it has something to do with the language, whether it's grammar, vocabulary, and so on. And the social one, your confidence, knowing your audience, active listening. The cognitive, it's about your ideas, how you explain, how you organize your speech, giving reason, and clarifying. And we talked how to implement Oracy, whether in the classroom or in the or at home, using the homework theme. And we had the quiz implementing everything, and we talked about why is Oracy important. Yes, Miss Ilham. Kindly, ladies and gentlemen, write your feedback in the chat box about this session. If you got, if it was beneficial somehow, just write your feedback. Yes, Miss Ilham, go ahead.
Mrs. Wafa, I have a question. I have a student in the class. He's clever. He wants to respond to each question I give. He doesn't give the opportunity for other students
For
to
his
respond.
colleagues. Okay.
So what should I do?
Okay, here is what you should do exactly. We said that the young learners, whether they are young learners or even they are teens, they learn by routines. They learn by routines. من ضمن routines, you can set the rules. If you set your rules at the very beginning, they need to respect each other's turns, it will never face a problem. And you can do this. You can make a chart. In this chart, you're not only praising the intelligent students, you also praise the students who stick or who follow the rules you have set with them. That's why I always say, you need to set the rules with your students, right? You need
Yes.
to set the rules with your students. Set the rules. And one of the rules is take your turn. Respect your friend's turn. When someone is speaking, you need to listen. And you need to raise your hand for permission to speak. If you maintain your rules and you insist on your students to follow the rules, you will never face this problem.
Yes. What is the consequences of not being moving through by the rules or according to the rules?
Actually, if you are motivating your students and they agreed on the rules with you, you don't need any consequences. You will never need. بصي, when we have a contract and we agreed on doing something, we agreed on this together, right? And you can stick a poster with the rules. Yeah, you can stick a poster with the rules. Take turn, respect each other. If someone violate this rule, you can just and you just point to the rule he has broken.
Yes.
You got it? You got it?
Yes.
And
Okay,
always praise not only the intelligence, praise the efforts. Praise the students who maintain the rules with you, the students who help each other, the students who are always clean, the students who are always on time for the class. You have a lot of things to praise. Praising is not only about the intelligence or the achievers. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Any questions, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes,
Thanks,
Ms. Wafa,
Yes, Miss Rodina, go ahead. You're welcome, Miss Ilham.
Can you give another example for how to use Oracy in class?
Yes, we give a lot of examples actually. Collaborating together in doing a project. If they are doing a project or they have a task or making a presentation in front of their colleagues, you can implement it in reading. What is reading like, sorry, in writing, like I told you, use the technique of class, yes, 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 and so on. Do you remember that? You can use that. You can get them to be the teacher, take the role of the teacher, role play. If you have have taught them a story, you can ask them or raise a discussion, make a debate in the class. You get them to speak, brainstorming. They start getting the ideas out of there, and then they start speaking. Encourage them, help them with the vocabulary and the grammatical structures they need. Motivate them all the time. You can have Oracy in every session. Give them a role model. Yes. Okay. How to implement Oracy at home? We said that you can ask them to make a video to present in front of their family. Okay. Yeah, it will be. I will send you the recording, inshallah. I will upload it to the YouTube channel. Okay, it will be there. No worries. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our presentation about okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. You can leave now. Thank you. This is the end of today's session. Okay, thank you very much.